I got to finally check out the animated Resident Evil series on Netflix. So today I'm going to share my thoughts with you guys, starting now. Welcome to the channel. My name is Justin. Thank you guys for stopping by. Today I'll be sharing with you guys my thoughts on Resident Evil Infinite Darkest, the 4-episode animated series on Netflix. If this is the first time you guys are on my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more up-and-coming content just like this. Disclaimer for anybody interested, I have not played a single Resident Evil game. I've watched people play a large amount of it. I just never played it. I've seen all the movies, and I was curious about this animated series. Set between the events of Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, the series takes place in 2006 after a hacking incident is uncovered at the White House. Leon S. Kennedy was ordered to investigate the incident but encounters zombies when the White House is targeted in a mysterious attack. I've played plenty of video games, Resident Evil not being one of them, but this feels a lot like a cutscene from a video game, where you just want to keep pressing X to get through it just so you can get to playing the game. The animation looks like that, the story feels like that, the transition between certain scenes all feels like a cutscene within a video game. And part of that works and part of that doesn't work. There's only 4 episodes and they're about 25 minutes each. So it's about the length of an average movie. I don't understand why they just couldn't market this as a film rather than a series. But not knowing much from Resident Evil 4 or 5 or any video game there is, they did a nice job of introducing the characters, who they are, and the situation that they are in, and the relationships throughout the film. So I am happy that I got to know these characters throughout the film, the situation, the zombies, everything that's within the film. I know a little more of Resident Evil after watching this series, and I would be interested in playing the game. But what I liked about this series, there's a lot to enjoy, and there's a lot that feels a little kind of off. What I like most about the series is the intensity of the story, and Leon's story within the film and Claire's story as well. Claire is investigating a drawing made by a child refugee while working on TerraSave-led mission to oversee constructions of a welfare facility. And Leon was ordered to investigate the incident but encounters zombies. So they have separate stories within the film, but they do eventually kind of come together. And there's other characters in here that Netflix has asked me not to spoil for anybody, but there's a lot of mystery surrounding the White House and the government and this big company and their involvement with the eventual zombie outbreak. So there's a lot of mystery, a lot of reveals that I did find to be very surprising. And I'm not sure if any of these other characters are in the Resident Evil video games. I had not seen any of these characters in the movies, but I liked how they kept my interest throughout while maintaining that intensity for the zombie outbreak. It all feels very urgent. There's zombie rats, which led to a really exciting sequence with Leon, and there's plenty of big action scenes, more so in the 4th episode. Not spoiling with who or what, but a lot of the times certain moments within it feel like it's a kind of setup to where you're actually going to start playing the game. It feels like certain scenes are transitioning to you controlling the series, but at times also, since it does feel like a story within a video game, there's a lot of times where they're just heavy on the dialogue and the information rather than those moments of the zombies. When you play a new video game, before a mission, they have like this story and it kind of drags because they just want you to know where the character is at, what the character needs to do, and what is going on in the current story. A lot of times the story does feel like that, where it's just kind of giving you all of this information to take in, and hopes that you can catch on and get interested with Leon and Claire's story and everybody else within the film. So at times the episodes do drag, and like I said, there's not many, there's only 4, and they're only 25 minutes each. So at times it does feel a little sluggish, but there is a lot of great action with zombies, zombie rats, big zombies, whatever it is. Those moments are pure entertainment and really brutal and quickly paced. It makes me want to go play a zombie game or watch a zombie movie because of how enjoyable that is. But also, it's focusing a lot on this mystery, this outbreak, and someone's brother that is affected by the zombie outbreak, and her involvement and her trying to get to the bottom of it all. And that brings Leon and Claire close together to help another character solve this mystery. So not only is it focused on the big zombie outbreak, it's also focused on the story and the mystery, kind of smaller moments set between Resident Evil 4 and 5. So Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, I liked the characters within here, and I liked that I was able to, jump into this series rather than going back and playing all of the video games and watching all the movies before watching this series. At times it does feel like your classic kind of cutscenes from video games where they're giving you a lot of information and saying, hey, these are where the characters are at, this is what they need to do next, this is your mission, good luck. That leads to some parts of the series feeling a little bit slow and sluggish. Once we get past the first episode and we really start to dig deep into this mystery, then it starts to pick up and becomes a lot of fun and ends on a high note. And a cliffhanger, I don't know, reveals for further video games than what you may know. I don't know anything about Resident Evil, so it feels like it was teasing something later down the road. So this series, since I haven't played any video games, I enjoyed it. Maybe you've played all the video games and you hated the series. I'm very curious what your guys' thoughts are on this series. I'm gonna go ahead and give Resident Evil Infinite Darkness a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.